Damn, somebody got the most wanted already.
Damn.
Filling the mat.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's my nigga Matt. I say it's free money, man. Like, it's not technically free money.
I ain't played with them dudes from my church in a minute.
Yeah. Since the COVID scare.
Nah, we played during the COVID scare.
No, I met the since then y'all ain't played.
Oh yeah.
Well, y'all ain't played with me, but that way.
Nah, we haven't played since that last time we all played was the last time I played with him. No, I think Travis was on like this. He was chilling out on the game for a while. They closed on the Best Buy building today or like yesterday.
Oh, that's what's up.
Maybe he was in serious prayer
Right.
and fasting. Yeah, but they closed on that. Now to get the money for the reconstruction. I think they're gonna do a loan for that though. But they paid the building off. Like,
Oh, that's dope.
in the midst of a pandemic. Niggas
Real
paid the
for
whole
real.
building. 1 point something mil. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Between the Washington football team and the Atlanta Falcons.
I haven't died yet.
Survive, brother, survive.
And we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in week 13. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
I'm legit about to play the cheesiest you ever seen me play.
At their own 22-yard line.
I'm doing all the cheap plays against this nigga. Cause I want this dub.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across.
Ooh, this is the gun Tony was talking about. My God.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And nothing but green grass.
Fuck out of here, boy.
Touchdown, Washington.
Who's that running back?
That's Aaron Jones.
His sixth touchdown of the season.
But I got Nick Chubb too.
Has taken a first quarter lead.
Bro, that's fucking ridiculous.
Well, if they didn't get the
Yeah, I got Nick Chubb so I could trade with Brandon. Then he was like, man, I wanted the wide receiver too. My bad, nigga.
Because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab.
I guess I keep him because I ain't got no picks no more.
That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
You don't have no picks at all?
I might got one pick.
I give you some picks for next joke. Come on, man. You don't need them. No injuries on. Just look out for the cookout, man.
I damn sure can't get you Nick Chubb, nigga.
Why?
That'd be a setup.
Nah, I'm just gonna trade him for somebody else.
I mean, I might trade that nigga to Waylon for let me get Jackson, nigga.
He got Saquon. He don't need that.
He greedy.
Hmm?
So he greedy. Oh, this nigga about to throw.
From the shotgun, Ryan. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back
He in trouble if he try to throw.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's a big
I forgot I'm playing
it brings up
so
3rd down.
These are not the Redskins you are used to, my friend.
They need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Ryan down around the goal line. A slant to Jones.
I need to know why y'all ain't had that covered.
Get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry by Jones.
What kind of number scheme do you have going on?
Tackle a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They're making a real first quarter statement.
Number scheme.
Game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
Okay, bro. I'm out. I'm going to watch the game.
Here in the first quarter.
All right.
Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do.
3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And it's 3rd down.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
Downs right at the line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
For the extra.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
For the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
On the carry.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Greg Dortch back deep. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
26 months. I got you.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
At the 10-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Now Crosby for the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Falcons 14. Washington 13.
Following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Haskins to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
6-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This is Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length 10th of the football here on 2nd down. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard. First down, Washington.
They run again on first down, Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. First down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin.
Washington.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Washington 21. Falcons 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action, Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw again is Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Haskins. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Being chased out left. Looking deep for Gabriel. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
26, Mike, 21.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the gun, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards. All the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
How much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Complete to Aaron Jones.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Third down, here's Haskins. Finding Gabriel, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
49-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And it's third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. From the gun, Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 6 yards away. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Washington 21.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Here's Carter now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he finds Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 22.
A gain of 20.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Again, it's Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from the 20. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
35. Falcons 28.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
To Jonnu Smith.
First target, first catch, and a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in.
The running back.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes this Washington 42. Falcons 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
43-yard line.
On first down, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Ryan on first down. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Again, Ryan.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Ryan going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball. and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Tackle made by Deidron Sinnott. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Here's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The ball carrier.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
49.
Washington on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Haskins now off the bootleg. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Past the 20.
Here we go.
10.
Here we go.
And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
That ties the game at 42 all. Sterling
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll go again to Jones. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On third down, here's Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down at the 45.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point try now for Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Washington 42. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Haskins to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
A gain of 34 yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One final shot for Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Falcons, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town.